Court of Overton County's now in session, Ben Danner presiding.
Now, the implication that's, if you don't care, let's do a moment of silence, because everybody was here earlier. We done the pictures for Judge Officer and Judge Roberts and Judge Myers, and, just appreciate them and their families, but let's just have a moment of silence for them, please. All right, I'm gonna do the invocation, so if you bow again, please. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us together, and thank you for everyone that was involved in honoring the families of these three men that served Overton County for several decades. And pray that this county commission and myself will do the will of the people of this county. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Billy, will you lead us in pledge, please? Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, will you call roll, please?
Billy Phillips,
Here.
Darwin Clark,
Here.
Gil McCowen, Shane Walker,
Here.
Frank Martin,
Here.
Robbie Melton, Jeff Long,
Here.
Gene Moore, Greg Nivens,
Here.
Geraldine Walker, Randall Boswell,
Here.
Lee Richards,
Here.
Philip Talley,
Here.
Donna Savage.
All right, we have a quorum. Number 5, approve the minutes for the November 18th, 2019 County Commission meeting. Motion by Donna Savage, second by Darwin Clark. Is there a discussion on that? All four say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Number 6, consider approval for school quarterly reports through September 30th, 2019. And that's been approved by the Education Committee and the Budget Committee. Motion by Billy Phillips, second by Jeff Long. Is there any discussion on that or any questions for our Budget Director? All right, Clerk, will you call the roll, please?
Donna Savage,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Lee Richards,
Yes.
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Gene Moore,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Robbie Melton,
Yes.
Frank Martin,
Yes.
Shane Walker,
Yes.
Gil McCowen,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Billy Phillips.
Yes. All right, motion passes. Number 7, consider approval for school budget amendments. General Purpose School Fund number 141, amendment number 1, and Central Cafeteria Fund 143, amendment number 1. And that's been approved by the Education Committee and the Budget Committee. Motion by Donna Savage, second by Jeff Long. For discussion on any of that?
Can I ask what
Yeah.
it is? I'm sorry, I didn't get my packet, so
All right, number 7
what page is it on?
is on page 17. Page 17, and then the page behind it. The school is moving some money from supplies to travel and salary. And the amendment number 1 for parking lot and the roof at the maintenance garage is some money moved. And it says the bottom of Chromebooks too, they're moving some to cover Chromebooks. Any other? That's only 2 on that one. Page 17 and the one behind it. Is there any? Is there any other question on that? Okay, I've got a motion second. Is there any, no other discussion? Clerk, will you call roll, please?
Billy Phillips,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Gil McCowen,
Yes.
Shane Walker,
Yes.
Frank Martin,
Yes.
Robbie Melton,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Gene Moore,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Lee Richards,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Donna Savage.
Yes.
Motion passes. And we apologize on the agendas. I think most people, I don't know who all didn't get them, but a lot of people did, and Donna got two, so she got hers and Lee's, so we don't know why. They all got mailed out at the same time, so I don't, so if there's any,
He puts our mail in everybody's boxes down there.
Everybody.
Usually he'll bring them to us.
so maybe it'll be there tomorrow. No,
Party line.
I don't know, I mean, we did it all at the same time. Number 8, consider approval for county budget amendments, general fund number 101, amendment number 1, and drug fund number 122, amendment number 1, and that's page 18. So if there's any, behind those two, any discussion, motion by Frank Martin, second by Robbie Belton. If everybody wants to take a minute to look through that, cause I know everybody didn't get the agendas in the mail. Page 18 and 19. And page 20.
I make a motion to approve.
I've got a motion, second, so is there any other, to make any questions about it before we? All right, clerk, will you call roll on that, please?
Donna Savage,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Lee Richards,
Yes.
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Gene Moore,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Robbie Melton,
Yes.
Frank Martin,
Yes.
Shane Walker,
Yes.
Gil McCowen,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Billy Phillips.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Number 9, consider approval for adding the following roads to the official road list: Red Rock Drive, Bethlehem Estates Drive, and Doubletree Lane. And that's been approved by the Highway Committee. Motion by Billy Phillips, second by Randall Boswell. Further discussion on that one? Clerk, will you call the roll, please?
Donna Savage,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Lee Richards,
Yes.
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Gene Moore,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Robbie Melton,
Yes.
Frank Martin,
Yes.
Shane Walker,
Yes.
Gil McCowen,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes. Yes.
Billy Phillips.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Number 10, consider approval for Highway Department county road list, and that's been approved by the Highway Committee, and that is in your packet. That tells every county road and the length and the right of way and the type of road that is. Motion by Randall Boswell, second by Frank Martin. Is there any discussion on that? Clerk, will you call roll, please?
Billy Phillips,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Gil McCowen,
Yes.
Shane Walker,
Yes.
Frank Martin,
Yes.
Robbie Melton,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Gene Moore,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Lee Richards,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Donna Savage.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Number 11, consider approval for resolution 2020-0113-01, that is for ambulance providers to be reimbursed by TennCare at a rate of not less than the current Medicare fee schedule. And it's been approved by the Public Safety Committee. The ambulance service in Upper Cumberland, the directors have been working with the legislators trying to get this passed, because TennCare, they don't pay back the same as what they do Medicare. And a lot of counties like us that are so far from Nashville, we end up losing on these long runs because of the low rate that TennCare pays back. So we're trying to do this resolution to ask the legislators to pass raising the rates. Motion by Frank Martin, and a second by Donna Savage. Any discussion on that? That's just to ask them. And we've had several meetings in the Upper Cumberland, ambulance directors associations, and met with a lot of legislators, and I hope that, get something done. That's all the counties can try to pass that and get it through. Do we have any other discussion on that? Clerk, will you call roll, please?
Donna Savage,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Lee Richards,
Yes.
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Gene Moore,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Robbie Melton,
Yes.
Frank Martin,
Yes.
Shane Walker,
Yes.
Gil McCowen, Yes. Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Billy Phillips.
Yes.
All right. Motion passes. Number 12, consider approval of resolution number 2020-0113-02 to apply to the Tennessee Department of Economic and Community Development block grant funds for up to $420,000 with a 20% match in order to purchase 12 mini pumper trucks to serve the 12 county fire departments. And that's been approved by the Highway and County Property Committee and the Public Safety Committee. A lot of these departments have asked me before we take motions that the ambulances, you know, when we turn the ambulances over to the Highway Department, of course, a lot of them, they need work and they got a lot of miles on them. And they've all asked if we could get them a truck, and talking with, Tommy Lee from the Development District, that's who writes our, CDBG grants, they thought this would be a really good chance for us to get that, maybe get every department a brand new mini pumper truck and, do a mini pumper on that, and that way they'd have a new truck that lasts all the fire departments for a long time. So, you know, I mean, the way these grants are, the distressed counties get first, and we're not distressed, we're at risk, so we still, there's a lot of need, though. The other day, Muddy Pond Fire Department had a fire, and they had to get 3 trucks from Putnam County in, because we don't have enough pumper trucks here, so things like that will help us qualify for this, so hopefully that'll be something that'll help all the departments if we get it. Motion by Geraldine Walker, second by Randall Boswell. Is there any other discussion on that?
Do you think that'll buy 12 new mini pumpers?
Well, on state bid, it will buy 12 new 1-ton trucks. It may not get all of it, but, you know, may have to come back and see, the departments may have to try to do part of it. That'll get most of it. You know, we can get new ton trucks for about a little over 30,000. And, the pumper's about 8,000, so we can probably do that if they buy the beds.
Okay.
So it will be close, it'll get most of it.
Will that lower the insurance fire rating for the county?
It could, the ISO rating
I think
could.
it's 6 right now, over it.
It could, cause a lot of departments don't have most of them don't have a mini pumper, and the ones that do got about 400,000 miles on them.
You bet on everybody's insurance.
Yeah, it can help, it can be a first responder vehicle too, so it'll be a multi-purpose truck if they can get it, so,
This match, is it gonna be, on top of the 420, or is it a part of the 420?
well, that'll be part of it.
20% match would be like $84,000. That would put it at half a
Well, that'll
million.
probably our match, that'll be our part.
Okay, so it will put it 500,000.
And if we have that in the,
Yeah, you
you
got
know,
it.
usually every year in the budget, we've already got the match for CDBG.
Right. But I'm not
I'm just
sure.
saying.
And if we didn't, that's something we want to talk about, you know, we got Twin Lakes Telephone, we just got $91,000 from them for, franchise fees that we never got before, that they just wrote us a check on, so that might be something, if we don't have it in the budget already, if you all approve that, we might use that to pay the match. And we're gonna start getting that every 3 months, not 91,000, but we estimate $8,000 to $10,000 a year in franchise fees that we never got before from them, so.
Why are we getting it now?
Well, since the county had the franchising with Overton County Cable, and when that run out, they've been saving up the money ever since, cause they didn't know, I guess the state law changed, but they've saved it up since they started doing the cable in the county. So they, told me they had us a Christmas gift, they called me right before Christmas, I said, we'll take 91,000 anytime you wanna call us, you know. But, should be between 10,000 to 15,000 a year extra we'll be getting in the budget from that, so that might be something that if we don't have it in the match in the budget, if everybody's all right with that, we might try to use that for the match. If,
That'll put it at 500,000, so that should be close to getting enough for 12 million. The trucks in this.
Yeah.
Cause the minute pump is expensive, are they?
they're about 7,000.
Are
The bed's about 3 or 4. Some of them may have a bed on the old truck they got that might work. We'll just have to see about that. But that'll be really close, and that extra from the 91 might be enough for us to pay the difference to go ahead. Because that'll be something that lasts all these departments. Some of them that got a grant way back there, they've had them almost 20 years, and the trucks are wore out. So this will last all the departments a long time.
Completely out.
We have any other discussion on that? All right, clerk, will you call roll on that, number 12, please?
Billy Phillips,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Gil McCowen,
Yes.
Shane Walker,
Yes.
Frank Martin,
Yes.
Robbie Melton,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Gene Moore,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Lee Richards,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Donna Savage.
Yes.
The motion passes. Now, talked to Scott Ray through the Fire Chief Association, all the departments, particularly when we were applying for that, and, you know, some of them need the full-size pumpers too, but that would only get one or two of those. This way right here, it would help every department in the county, so that's why I chose to go ahead that route. But like I say, we appreciate these fire departments. They save us a lot of money when they go out and they work wrecks and traffic and everything, and help the highway department and everybody, so hope we can get this to help them out. Number 13, consider approval of a grant for the ambulance service through AFG for up to $300,000 for 7 heart monitors or equipment. And that's got a 10% match, and that's been approved by the budget committee. Motion by Donna Savage, second by Darwin Clark, and that's already in the ambulance service budget too, that match is. So, we have any discussion on that? Clerk, will you call roll, please?
Donna Savage,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Lee Richards,
Yes.
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Gene Moore,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Robbie Melton,
Yes.
Frank Martin,
Yes.
Shane Walker,
Yes.
Gil McCowen,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Billy Phillips.
Yes.
All right. Motion passes. Number 14, consider approval for traffic signal modernization grant for up to $250,000, no match, and that's been approved by the budget committee, and Darwin's been working on that. All these, the way it works, when the state puts a new road in or something, or overpass, any of them's got a red light, you know, we're glad they put those in, but then when they do it, they turn it over to the county, and we're responsible for the light. So if we get this grant, it'll modernize and put LED and put all the equipment on the side that people don't see usually that runs all that. That's really costly. So we could modernize and redo all the, we got the flashing light at Hillham and the red light there on 84 and the light out to Copeland Cove. And is that the,
That's right, I spoke to T-Dot last week, and it looks like we've got a good chance of being funded for it, so. It may not be the whole 250, but we'll get.
yeah, it may not use the whole amount, but for those lights, if we can put LED in and redo all of it, we won't have any maintenance for, because the highway department takes care of the utility bill for the lights and the maintenance and all that, and that's, we're lucky that's all the lights we got. That's pretty costly maintenance on these red light. The one at Hillham gets knocked out, I think, a lot there. It's not me either, it might be Greg.
It's $1,000 every time they hit it. That's what it costs to replace it.
All right, a motion for Robbie Melton, second by Donna Savage. Is there any discussion on that one? Clerk, will you call roll, please?
Billy Phillips,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Gil McCowen,
Yes.
Shane Walker,
Yes.
Frank Martin,
Yes.
Robbie Melton,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Gene Moore,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Lee Richards,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Donna Savage.
Yes.
Motion passes. Number 15, consider approval for the library to surplus a computer monitor for disposal. And the county tag number 2996. That's been approved by the highway and the county property committee, and that's, once again, because we're looking at throwing the stuff and that needs to be thrown away instead of piling in the annex before we get it ready for the move, I guess. Motion by Greg Nivens, second by Frank Martin. Is there discussion on that? Clerk, will you call the roll, please?
Donna Savage,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Lee Richards,
Yes.
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Gene Moore,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Robbie Melton,
Yes.
Frank Martin,
Yes.
Shane Walker,
Yes.
Gil McCowen,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Billy Phillips.
Yes.
Motion passes. Number 16, consider approval for notaries at large, Melinda Morgan, Cynthia Qualls, and Elizabeth Huggins. Entertain a motion by Darwin Clark, second by Donna Savage. Any discussion on that? All four say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Number 17, you don't have to vote on it, just acknowledge the receipt of the 2019-2020 budget from the Tennessee Comptroller's Office, and that's page 47 in your packet, and that's part of the reason the packet was so big this time with the budget, but that's just acknowledging that the county put our budget in time before July 1, like they asked, and their budget director done a really good job steering us toward getting that budget passed. Number 18, Sherry Jackson with the Census Bureau. Everybody knows the census is coming this year, and we hope it's gonna bring more numbers over the county. But Sherry, we've been working with her and some of the committees, and have her talk to the commission about the census and our.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
don't mind just passing these out. Each row here. There may be some extras for you guys, hopefully. Well, like Mayor Dan said, every 10 years, the U.S. counts everyone, and 2020's a year. It's always in that year ending in 0, so 2020's our census year. And I put together a packet for everybody today. I won't talk a long time, but I do want to talk about how important it is. In this packet, we have a Census 101 flyer that really tells you the basics of the census. Because it happens only once every 10 years, it's almost like a re-education process every time. But of course, we want to count everyone, count them once and count them in the right place. And the census is mandated by the Constitution. The first census was taken in 1790, and George Washington was president. And it's mandated by Article 1, Section 2, so it was very early part of the Constitution with the census. And it was originally designed to reapportion the seats in the House of Representatives. And there are 9 seats in Tennessee currently. If you will look at the second flyer, how we invite everyone to respond. This is the first census that everyone can respond either online, by phone, or paper questionnaire. And on the back of that form, it has the timeline. Mid-March, every single person that has an address will receive an invitation to respond to the census. You know, in the past, you received your questionnaire, but this time you'll receive an invitation because we're hoping everyone will respond online or by phone. You know, a paper questionnaire costs about $77 to send out those to every person, so we're hoping to save some money by responding online and by phone. Now, if you do not respond online or by phone, in about a month, you'll get the paper questionnaire at your home address. And if you don't respond on the paper questionnaire, that's when we go out and knock on the doors and get that information. The Census Bureau, anything that we collect is reported in statistical format only for 72 years. We protect that personal data. So everything is confidential. We do not share with other government agencies. We're not allowed to do that. We can't even share with the president. So any information we collect will not be used to determine government benefits or anything like that. So that's an important thing that we like to share with everyone. We have put together in every county, really, across the whole state, complete count committees. And we're really hoping that the governments and the community will get involved and help us make sure everyone's counted. And that's why we're talking to you tonight, because you are the influential members. You were elected for your districts. And you have a great voice. And if you can help us get the word out that it's safe, it's easy, and it's confidential to respond to the census. And not only that, $675 billion is distributed annually based on census data. And Overton County receives right around $1 million in Title I funding. So we have partnered with the schools. We're hoping to get a letter out to every child to take home to talk about the importance of the census. We partnered with Head Start. Children under 5 are one of our most undercounted groups in the census. It's estimated that we missed 1 million children in 2010. So we're really trying to educate families how important it is. And you know, when we were out talking to families and everything, and we went to all the Head Start open houses, I work with Gabe Powell, we share the Upper Cumberland area. But we realized that the young families, this is their first time to respond to the census, you know, because they were at home and their parents did it before. So they're kind of like deer in headlights when we talk about the census because they're not that familiar with it. So it is an education process. There's a flyer in here about counting young children. And the funding is used for schools, roads, hospitals. And we also have census jobs. I put 2 flyers in everybody's packet. If you have a store or a local store or something where you could post the flyer about jobs for Overton County. We pay $14 an hour and 58 cents a mile. And, that would help us to make sure that we hire local, because we know that the locals know the area and they know how to, and they're trusted more. I just wanna say one more thing, and I'll, leave it at that, but if a kindergartner in 2020 is not counted in the census, they will be in high school in 2030. So we've missed 10 years of counting, funding attached to that child. And if we miss, more than one, that's multiplied. So it's really, really, really important. And, my business card here says Philadelphia, but I'm from Cookville. I grew up in Fenchurch County, so I'm from the Upper Cumberland. Our regional office is in Philadelphia. So if you guys need any more information, we've got tons of information that we can send you PDF to share. We're having a complete count committee
Wednesday at 9 a.m.
Wednesday at the chamber.
Chamber, everybody's welcome to come to that.
You guys are welcome to come. We're gonna share more information, and, that's all I have. Any questions? Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. And what we will be doing is probably doing a committee, everybody knows what happens when census time, the voting precincts will probably have to be realigned depending on the growth from the Rickman area. And, in the past has happened, that district keeps getting smaller and have to make the other ones try to even them out. So, I know Donna was on it, and the last time, there's no easy, and everybody gets upset about it, and it's a bad, all the vote precincts have to be close to the same size, and that's why they have to be redrawn, because Rickman's growing a lot more than the other parts of the county. So, when you go toward Hillham on the right, it's in Allen's now, and everybody's asking me why, but that's the only way that they can get the districts to come out. So there'll be, several meetings about that with the election office to see, about the growth if the district has to be changed. I mean, it may not depend on the numbers, but we've had over 100 new houses built every year. And right now, we've got a lot more than that going, so I would say the numbers are gonna be, UT Knoxville is estimated that we're gonna be less population than we were 10 years ago, and I don't think that's correct, so. So we'll just have to see when we get that time and set up a committee, and, or maybe, all of us will have to meet on that, because it's hard to.
The biggest thing on that is you can't take from District 4 and move to District 3. Everything has to line up together.
Oh, yeah.
So, cause one's in the middle, then you got 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you can't take from 2 and 3 and move to 4 and 5, because they don't match,
Yeah, the mountain district size-wise is bigger than any of them, but there's less
Right.
population in that area, so it's really hard to, I remember Donna talking, I was on the commission, I wasn't on the committee, but everybody talking about when they done that, how hard it is, cause, people get used to going to vote where they've been going at, and they don't, and sometimes it changes, and it goes by census blocks, it don't go by roads anymore. Used to, cause I was looking, Billy first got on the commission, they changed the district around when he first got elected in like 1980, and when Gene first went on there in 81, is that way. And they just go by roads then, but they go by census blocks now, so you can't just, go beside a road and do it, it's gotta be a block where the census counts, so that's where it's really hard to even them all up, but that's our constitutional job, or yours, I might say, to do when we come into after the census, so. Look forward to that, I guess. The next county commission meeting will be February 10th, 2020. Entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion by Geraldine Walker, second by Greg Nivens, all four say aye. Aye. Opposed? Aye.